Everybody, get started.
Good morning.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are on course 13, class 5, question 1. Loan, would you read, please?
Yes,
Okay.
give the definition of an object and to other terms that are sy- syno- uh, synonymous to object. Tibetan tra in Tibetan.
Synonymous.
Synonymous.
Nope. Synonymous.
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 You got it. Good job. Yeah, what's the definition of an object? I think it's anything you can perceive as an object or have a valid perception of, like tsema. What are two other terms that are synonymous to object? Yeah, I don't know. Existing thing, maybe? Nupo? Mm, working thing? A thing? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, a knowable thing, an existing thing. Yep. All right. Read this. Go on.
Yeah. Anything which is apprehended by a valid perception is the definition of an object.
Yep. Read the Uchan, please.
Yeah. Sheme, Shelwa,
Teme.
Chawa,
Teme. Teme. Te.
Sen,
Te.
Te, Te,
Yep.
Seme,
Correct.
Yun, Yi, Ten Yi.
Yeah. Teme, that which is perceived um as being knowable. Shell means weighable, measurable, literally. And tema also means something that can be measured, perceived. Mm. You'll get teni, the definition of an object. Teni, definition gi of yul object. I read this one.
Yeah. Object and existing objects and
Existing,
object
existing.
existing
Yeah.
and objects apprehended by the mind all refer to the same thing. Yun thang, Dư bạc thang, Xeo trà nam, Thun trích.
Yeah. Um, yeah, yul objects, tang and yupa existing object or existing thing, tang and a shelja, a knowable thing. Well, weighable, literally. Sheja is more knowable, yeah. Nam, those dun chick are all the same thing. Chick, same. Dun, one in the same object. Dun is literally object. Objects are all objects. All right, good job, Lauren. Yeah. You're welcome. Uh, Hannah, Hannah with an H.
Hello.
Hello.
Give the two broad divisions of all objects of the mind.
Yeah, what are they? Anybody? Mike, do you know?
Things that can be directly perceived and indirectly perceived or something like
Probably.
direct and conceptual.
Probably. Or changing and unchanging. I mean, it's either changing and unchanging or direct or indirectly perceived. Yay, changing and unchanging. I win. Read this one, Hannah.
Walking things and unchanging things.
Working.
Work, working, working,
No, were.
work,
Yeah, working.
work, working,
That's better. Yeah, good. Nupo tang takmani. The two ni are ngupos, working things, tang and takpa, unchanging stuff. Okay, good job, Hannah. How many questions are there? Ah, oh my. What? Oh
So
crap.
many.
Oh my God. No. What? All right, I'm speeding up. I'm doing the next three. Here we go. We're doing the next three-ish. Um, give the five broad divisions of working things. I don't know. The five heaps? Yeah. These are the five heaps or parts of a person which contain many different parts. Pongpong nga. Pongpong means a heap. Nga means five. Skanda in Sanskrit. Panchaskanda in Sanskrit. The heap of physical matter, which is Suki Pongpo. Yep. The heap of feeling, Sorwa Sorwe Pongpo. Yeah. The heap of discrimination, Dusheki Pongpo. Yep. The heap of the other mental functions that aren't feeling or discrimination, Dujeki Pongpo. Yep. And the heap of consciousness, Namshiki Pongpo. Yeah. Correct. Number four, give the two broad divisions of the heap of physical matter. Uh, what are they again?
Is it outer and
Inside,
inner?
outside,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, outer and inner. That's good. Yeah. Outer and inner. Chi means outer, so chi tsuk, outer physical matter, and nang means inner, so nangi tsuk, inner. You need all these definitions to debate, okay? Uh, this is all the stuff that comes up in any debate. Eventually, if you debate anything on a deep level, you start to get to these questions. These are the questions every kid asks. Why? Why? And parents usually get annoyed and say, whatever. When I talk to Sushumna, it always just ends up, I'm just like karma. She's like, okay. Yeah. She's just getting reminded. She knows all this stuff already. Anyway, number five, give the definition of a subject, that which perceives an object. Yay, I'm right. Okay. The definition of a subject is any existing thing which engages in its object. 랑율라 쪽배치 율첸기 테니. 율첸 is subject. 테니, the definition of a subject is 랑율 when that subject itself jukbes engages. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, this is its own object. When it, eh, huh, I don't know. Because chu can be an object too. The engaging thing, I guess, when that, when it when its own object is engaged in by it, literally. Yulchen literally means holds a subject. So the definition of subject is the word subject in Tibetan. Probably English too, if we think about it enough. Sub and inject as opposed to ob inject. Uh, I'd have to think about it for a few minutes. My Latin is a little rough, but ob usually means outside, right? Like obtuse or something. Ostentatious comes from ob, but I don't know. We could think about it. Next, name three different kinds of subjects and give an example of each. I don't know. I don't know. Sosokewas, Aryas, and Buddhas? What three kinds of subjects though? I don't know. What are they? Oh, states of mind acting as subjects. An example would be jealousy. Shepar Kyorpa Yulchen. Hmm. Oh, states of minds acting as subject? So then main mind? I don't know. Traktok means jealousy. Shepar is just states of awareness. Yurpa being a Yulchen, a subject. Types of physical matter. Uh-oh. This sounds like an argument. Like the eye sense power. Tsuksug Yurpa Yulchen. Hmm. Can a can an eyeball be a subject? I don't know. Maybe in this school. I don't think the higher school would say that of middle way. Mickey Wangpo, eyeball consciousness. So what's left? The consciousness? This would be the consciousness, right? I don't know. Oh, Demenducci. Yeah. Things which are neither mind nor matter and are acting as subjects. An example would be a person. Denmenducci Dugyur Be Yulchen. The subject which acts, the subject which is neither min possesses den um, mind or matter, duce, and a thing that is acts that way, kangsak, like a person. What's the other famous kind of denmenduchi? Anybody? Seeds. Seeds. They're in the mind, but they're not mind. And they create matter, but they're not matter. Mm. Okay. We have to keep going because time. Panitova, you read this.
Name the two broad categories of mental things accepted by the Buddhist logic schools, but not by the consequent school of the middle way group, Tibetan track in Tibetan. Yeah.
Yeah, name the two broad categories of mental things accepted by the Buddhist logic school, but not the consequence school. What are they? Hmm. Is it Rangsen and Chitzen? Oh, Rangrik. Oh, okay. Yeah. This school accepts Rangrik as well as mind only. Um, read this all, Panitova.
Mental things that are aware of themselves and mental things that are aware of other things. Ranrik, Shenrik.
Yeah. Rang means their self, so aware of itself, and Shen means others, aware of other things. Okay, that's true. Uh, name the two broad categories of mental things that are aware of other things. Oof.
Is this direct and conceptual?
It's got to come eventually, Mike.
I'm just waiting for it.
Just keep answering that.
What's number 9? Conceptual and direct?
This is the mind and mental functions. Yeah. So main mind as opposed to the mental functions. Chitta in Sanskrit and chaita. So chait in Sanskrit, when you make like an adjectival word, you change the noun to a weaker, the vowel to a weaker noun, like chaita. It happens in English too. To demonstrate and to be demonstrative, words like that. Anyway, mind and mental functions. Sem and sem chung. Chung means comes from or something. Comes from the mind. All right. Number 9. Um, Anna, are you there? Would you like to read,
Yeah, sure.
please?
According to the Buddhist logic schools, how many mental functions are there? How many according to the higher knowledge Abhidharma school?
Yeah, thank you, Anna. I wrote a book about this one. Literally.
Are there something like around 50 or
Yeah, there is. What do you think?
I don't remember exactly, but I remember like 50 something.
Yeah, exactly. No worries. 46 in Abhidharma and 51 in the logic school or mind only school.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, according to this school, 51, according to the higher knowledge school, 46. Um, the 51 is cooler because it's mind only, okay? I'm joking. Tough audience. I go away for a week and all right, number 10. All right, Mike Hoffman. I don't think this is gonna be indirect, but can you read it?
Sure, thanks. Mental things can also be. Welcome back. Also, nice to have you back. Um, mental things can also be divided into perceptions which are valid and those which are not. Give the definition of a valid perception according to the Buddhist logic schools.
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Didn't we already have this?
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like anything perceived by a fresh, unerring state of perception.
Yeah. How do they say? Um, Sardu Milu Rikpa? Something like that? Sardu Milu Rikpa. Okay. Read this, Mike.
The definition is a fresh, unmistaken perception. In Tibetan, the two perceptions which are valid and not valid are called sema and semingilo.
Yeah, Tsema and Sen Min, a not valid, not say a state of mind which is not valid. Yeah. Yes, Sardu means fresh. Milu means uh unerring, unmistaken. So Lu here means mistaken. I mean Lu Wa, I guess. And then Rikpa means like awareness or you know, something like that. Tema Pramana. Um, I think it's apramana in Sanskrit. Temingilo. All right. Oh wait, Mike, do the next one.
All right. Name the two kinds of valid perception. Is
Go
it
for Go for it.
d direct valid perceptions and conceptual or indirect valid conceptions?
Yeah,
Perceptions?
perceptions. Yeah. Good job, Mike. Read all this.
Direct valid perception and conceptual valid perception. Uh, Munsum Sema
Yep.
and uh, Sepak Sema?
J-Pop.
J-pop. Oh, I always mess that one up.
Yeah, there's no flag on it. I think it's Jesu Pakpa. Anyway, it means like afterwards, literally, but it means logic. Okay, is this the last one? Oy vey. I'm doing the next one too. I need a break. Um, Name the three types of conceptual valid perception and give example of each. I don't know. Three? Usually I say two. Deduction, authoritative, and what's the third one? I don't know. Here we go. Conceptual valid perception based on deduction. An example would be the perception that sound is a changing thing based on deduction. New top JPAC. Yeah. Top by the power of new. New usually means actual, but I think new top together just means deduction. Oh yeah, convention. Yeah, convention, yeah. B, conceptual valid perception based on convention. An example would be the perception that home for the rabbit means moon based on convention. Yeah, it's just uh in parts of Asia they see a rabbit in the moon, just like in sometimes they say there's a man in the moon in America and other places. So it's just a convention. People know what you're talking about when you say that. Drakpa means you've heard it or something. JPOC, that type of conceptual valid perception of. And then see conceptual valid perception based on recent belief. An example would be the perception that something is true because it has been stated by a source known to be authoritative. Yeah, like the Buddha or your Lama or who's ever valid for you. Iche Jpak. Iche means belief or something like that. Kind of conviction. I don't know. All right. Name the three categories of correct reasons we get when we divide correct reasons by their basic nature. Oh no. Oh no. Their nature? It sounds like direct and indirect too. Oh, oh, these. Okay, we're getting into logic deep now. Okay. A correct reason which involves a result. Uh, Dre takyang dak. Takyang dak means correct reason. Dre is short for drebu. A correct reason that involves a nature. Rangshingi takyang dak. Rangshingi means nature. Uh, uh, a correct reason of a nature, literally. And a correct reason which involves an absence. Namikpe takyandak, which is what we're doing in Ben Kramer's logic class these days. And it's pretty difficult. All right, one more. Give an example of a logical statement with a correct reason that involves a result.
Fire and smoke, right?
Yeah, yeah. How do you say? Uh, do a lot of church and uh, there's smoke in the mountain pass. Um, oh my God. La Lala Church and take that mountain pass. Uh, 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 do I you? It has smoke. Um, me me takte, something like that. I'm saying it wrong. Therefore, there's fire. Let me get this right. De dengi lala chuchen. Okay, that's it. Me yute. Um, yeah. Uh, tuwa yupeche. Okay. Um, yeah, consider a mountain pass where there's a cloud of smoke. There must be a fire there because there's smoke there. Yeah, Duden, some place that there's smoke. This la means mountain pass. This la means in. Chichen, consider that place. Me yete, there exists or there is fire there. Um, cheer, because tuwa yupa, um, because there's smoke. Because, the result of fire is smoke. At least a smoky fire. All right, that's it. Okay, welcome back. Logic can be hard. You have to study. Um, I hope this helps you. I'm going to take a break. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you, translators. Bye, everyone.